What's up, guys? It's your girl Di, and I'm back again with another video. And today I'm just gonna be doing a fill-in, and she wanted like a fall set, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is just going in and removing the gel polish off the nails, and you would do the same thing even if it was just top coat on top of the acrylic. So I'm going in with my extra coarse bit. I'm using it on about like a 20, and I'm doing it this high because I'm just trying to take it off pretty fast. You want to keep in mind that when you do that, you might take product off the nail as far as the acrylic, so when you're doing the fill-in, don't just go in and fill at the top and don't pay attention. Make sure you're filling in on the nail wherever you need it. And while you're doing this step, this will be the perfect time to remove any lifted areas on the nail while you're using this coarse bit, because it'll come off easily. That's the only way that you should be removing lifting, is actually just filing it down. And you shouldn't try to remove lifting with a sanding band because you will burn a client's nail due to friction. You want to use something like extra coarse or something like that, that'll just, as soon as you hit that lifted part, it'll really just kind of flake right off. So of course you're gonna go in and push the cuticles back once you do remove all of that off the nails. And I'll wait after I remove the product because, you know, it may take me 5 to 10 minutes, possibly, just depending on what all I'm taking off the nail, and or if they have any lifting or anything. And by that time, the cuticles would have been slid back down. So I do it right when I'm about to go in and use my sanding band. So when you're going in on your natural nail with the sander band, you want to make sure that, for one, it's a new sander band for each client. Two, that you don't have your eval over 5 RPMs. I normally do a 3 if I'm doing like a full set, but if I do a fill, it's a lot of times it's a lot of extra skin, so I may do 4 or 5, but it shouldn't be higher than that. And all you want to do is just take the shine off the nail. You don't have to keep going over it, trying to file it down, because you will damage the nail. Okay, guys, so another thing you want to remember when you're doing a acrylic nail fill-in, if your client has a repair, you're going to want to go in and use the same nail tip, or if you use forms, you're going to want to use the same, shape and length like the other nails. Don't just go in with a different type of tip that looks totally different from the tip that you use, or if you're sculpting it, go in with a different, like, just make sure that repaired nail looks just like the other nails. Like, you don't want it to look like you repaired a nail. In order to prevent lifting, make sure you always use swipe or some type of dehydrator. And when you go in with your primer or protein bond, make sure you're using 2 coats. 1 coat is okay if you do have a good primer, but I think with 2 coats you can just ensure that no nail will be popping off, no nail will be lifting. Onto the acrylic application, you will see me just go in and fill in what I need to fill in, but you'll also see me look at the nail and add any place that I need more product. Now, when you're doing the fill in, you don't want to bulk the nail up going in with a lot of acrylic. You just add product where you need it only. And I did want to mention that the acrylic application is in real time. I want you guys to really see exactly how I work, how fast, how long, like just really see a real view of the way you lay acrylic. Okay, guys, so on this finger, I'm just doing like an encapsulated nail with the leaf just to give it like a fall look. And I first went in with clear acrylic just to make sure I had a good base down. And then I went in with a little nude acrylic. And then I went in with my leaves and then just a little glitter that kind of matched with it. And after that, I went in with more clear acrylic to cap in my design. Okay, after you're done filling in the nails with the acrylic, just go in, clean up the bottom of the nails first, then you shape the sides, then you do the tips. Now, me, I don't shape the whole nail right after I lay the acrylic. I just get the bottom of the nail and the sides a little bit, and then I go straight into my fouling part with the e-foul, and then I make sure I get that real smooth and structure how I need to, and then I go in and shape. So I decided to leave in me doing the fouling part. I wanted to leave it in real time speed because I want you guys to really pay attention to what I do. Every movement that I make on the nail with this e-foul is very precise as far as what part of the bit I'm using on certain areas. Like when you see me go around the cuticle, I'm using more of the tip of my bit. But if I'm down towards the bottom of the nail, I'm using more of the bottom of the e-foul. And then when I do the sides, I'm using the bottom. Like if I do the left side, I'm using the bottom of my foul. Then once I go towards the middle, I'm using the middle of my e-foul. Then when I go to the right, I'm using the tip. That's the way that you need to be fouling the nails. So I thought it would be useful to leave this in real time so you can just pay attention to what I do, because I know it's a lot of people out there that don't feel comfortable with using the e-foul. And honestly, you don't have to. I just think it speeds the process up so fast. Also, if you do use the e-foul, make sure that if you think like it's taking you a while to get your nails filed down, it's time for a new bit. You want to keep a fresh bit after you use it however many times and dull it out, because you don't want to be taking hours and hours to do a set that you can just do in an hour or two. make sure that when you go in to file your nails, well, shape your nails at the end, you're being very precise with your shaping, the amount of pressure that you're using, the angle you're holding your file. All of these things are going to be a key factor in getting the shape that your client wants to have. So just try to, keep it very consistent with the way you're doing it. And then you also want to just look at each nail and make sure they're all, consistent with the shape and the thickness and the length. And just, make sure your work is what it needs to look like. Now, before I go on with any designs or top coat after I'm done filing, I always make sure I use swipe and I go in with a little protein bond. Well, I don't use protein bond if I'm just doing the top coat, but anytime I'm doing gel polish, I always use the top coat. My protein bond, because I don't want my polish to chip off. I use a fine bit, so it's like the smoother you make the nail, the less the gel polish will adhere. And if you ever had problems with your gel polish chipping off, this could be the reason why. So just try using a little primer on each nail before you use it, and I bet that you will see 100% significant difference. Also, when you're using gel polish, you want to keep in mind not to go in with a big glob of gel. You literally don't need a lot. You just need enough to cover the nail and make sure that you can't see through it or, like that. But that's literally all you need is enough to cover the nail. You don't want to go in real thick, because then if it's too thick, it won't cure 100% in the light. And if it doesn't cure 100% in the light, you'll possibly top coat your client nails thinking they're dry, and they'll go home and they'll take a shower and their nails will bubble and just start looking really bad. So you want to make sure you're curing your gel polish at least 60 seconds for each hand or coat, because just being on the safe side. Some people do 30. I would do 60 just to be on the safe side. Okay, so on this nail, I'm just doing like a little plaid look. I thought that would be cute for fall to use these 3 colors, which was the dark nude color, a dark brown, and the gold color. So I thought that made a cute little plaid design, and it's just something that reminds me of fall. Also, this is a cute little design that you can do as a beginner that you don't really need much, experience to do. Just try to keep your hand as steady as you can, and that's all you need to do. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I will be doing 2 different giveaways. Also, you don't want to miss any of my upcoming nail videos. Also, if there's anything that you want to see in the comments, let me know. I seen that somebody commented down below and asked why I didn't do certain shapes. So just let me know if it's something that you will, want to see. For the most part, mostly people get coffin and square nails, so you probably would see me mostly doing this shape, but I can do all shapes. So if that's something you want to see, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.